Hey everybody, Alicia Marie here, and I'm a costume artist, cosplay, stylist, designer. I'm generally just a very creative person, so like run for your life, right?
Magic is the cornerstone of Immortals of Aveum, an upcoming single-player first-person magic shooter game from Electronic Arts and Ascendant Studios. And cosplayer Alicia Marie is harnessing real transformative magic by embodying the iconic Grand Magnus Kirkan, leader of the Order of the Immortals.
Cosplay is about stepping into the character's skin. And who doesn't want to be a character that you look up to?
In our last episode, Alicia expressed her connection to Kirkan, as well as showcased what was needed to fully build out her suit. With the armor on its way being built, we follow Alicia as she continues her journey in becoming Grand Magnus Kirkan.
That's where magic starts.
Time to master your magic. This is Immortals of Aveum, the Style of Immortals. Presented by Immortals of Aveum. Available August 22nd on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC.
Rasharnians haven't had enough yet?
We haven't given them enough yet.
Since everything, even if you've made a bunch of costumes before in your life, everything you make that's new is going to be a new frontier because these silhouettes don't exist in the world. It's not, I'm going to try to make it as lightweight as possible, but like any costume, they're not meant to be comfortable. This is seriously how rough the patterns I usually come out when I do these masking tape ones. Once I take this off this, I will have a rough idea of placement and general size of the details that are on the front of this, and it makes my life so much easier to do this. With Kirkan, her costume is layers. So the first thing I had to do was look through all those layers, like what's the base look like? It's like this shell thing that loops sort of right underneath her rib cage, sort of curves outward. The back is almost done, but it's not quite done. But the shapes are there. Definitely happy to be where I am at this point, but there's still a lot to do for her. Right after college, I started interning at MTV, and it was like a dream job. About 2 years into the job, one of my superiors came to me and said, "Hey, Alicia, in meetings, you tend to repeat some of the questions that people have already asked, or you tend to say what a lot." And I didn't know what I was like, "Oh, really?" She's like, "Maybe you should get your hearing checked." And I was like, oh, okay, sure. Fast forward, went to get my hearing checked. My hearing was at like 60% or something like that. And this is something I had no clue. When you lose your hearing, you don't know that you're missing things until someone points it out to you. It turned my life around. So we're 3 weeks away from San Diego Comic-Con, and I have started my Kirkan build. I'm really excited with the way it looks so far. I'm getting it together. But right now, we're in downtown LA, and I'm heading to Anime Expo. It's gonna be a zoo, but I'm ready to do this and get into the excitement of con season, because that's what it's about. One thing I will say regarding my hearing and being at a convention, it's a full-on like sensory experience. Sight, sound, movement, it is just everything. I would hear back from other people that, we saw her at a convention and we called her name like 4 times and she didn't respond. So there was this narrative that began about me that I was like this mega snob that didn't want to talk to people. It's hard, it's frustrating, it is what it is. It took me a long time to get to acceptance of this is who I am and this is what I live on a day-to-day basis. I'm at Fabric Planet. I'm gonna see if I can find some really cool blue fabric. The shoulder pieces that are on her costume. What the heck? On her costume. Kirkan's costume is definitely very it looks very royal or very Kingsguard. So I want to use a fabric that sort of reflects the power that's in her costume. Look at that, and it's got like a sheen to it. And it's like the turquoise color, apple color of her. Ooh, shoot, I like it.
Blue force magic and green life magic are at the core of Kirkan's offensive and defensive combat. As a 40-year veteran of the Everwar, Kirkan is a general in the Light's Army and the Grand Magnus of the Order of the Immortals, an elite force of battle mages and the champion protectors of Lucium. She carries the scars and honors of an elite warrior and continues to lead the Immortals with an unshakable force.
This is something I don't even recommend because you can use any shoe and create a boot cover. But for Kirkan, I think I'm gonna sacrifice these boots and actually use them because they were going in the trash. I'm being honest with you, it's too hot in California, in Southern California. So I pulled them out and I'm going to build her actual armored boots on these boots. I'm wondering if I'm insane. Let me tell you guys something. Whenever I'm getting ready to attempt to make a costume of this magnitude, I tell everyone in my life to just forget I exist for the foreseeable future. Just forget I even exist in your life, and I'll catch up with you later.
With Alicia on her way to make General Kirkan's cosplay debut, we anxiously wait for the final reveal of this iconic leader of the Immortals. Make sure to check out our next episode as we dive deeper into Alicia's journey into making Kirkan a reality.
But then there's always that gut feeling. Like, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it!
And if you want to join the fight to stop the Everwar and save the realms, then be prepared to summon your power this summer. Immortals of Aveum is a single-player first-person magic shooter releasing on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC on August 22nd.
I am going to be Kirkan. I'm going to become her. I want to embody her.